How did your worst roommate in the barracks teach you the most important life lesson? Private Danny Walsh was everything I hated about people. Lazy, dishonest, constantly borrowing money he'd never pay back. Command stuck us together because they thought I'd be a good influence on him. First week, he stole my shampoo. Not borrowed, stole. When I confronted him, he denied it while using it right in front of me. Guy had zero shame about anything. Next, he started eating my food. I'd buy groceries for the weekend, come back from PT Monday morning, everything gone. Walsh would shrug and say he was hungry. Like that justified theft. The breaking point came when he borrowed my dress uniform for a formal event. Returned it stained with what looked like barbecue sauce and beer. My one good uniform. Ruined because he couldn't be bothered to rent his own. I went to the first sergeant. Request different roommate assignment. Walsh is impossible to live with. First sergeant just smiled. Negative. You two are staying together until one of you learns something. That confused me. What was I supposed to learn from a thief and a slob? Things escalated. Walsh started bringing girls back at all hours. Loud music, drinking, parties while I was trying to sleep before early formations. My grades in advanced training started slipping. I retaliated. Hid all my belongings, put a lock on my wall locker, started eating meals off base to avoid sharing food. Built a wall of resentment between us. One night around 2 a.m., Walsh came back drunk and started crying. Real tears, not manipulation. Turns out his dad had been calling, threatening to disown him if he got kicked out of the army. My whole family thinks I'm worthless, he sobbed. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am just a screw-up who ruins everything. That's when I learned the truth. Walsh grew up in foster care, bounced between 12 different homes, never had anything that was really his. Taking my stuff wasn't malicious, it was survival instinct. He'd been kicked out of every family, every school, every job he'd ever had. The army was his last chance at belonging somewhere, and he was terrified of messing it up. I don't know how to be a good roommate, he admitted. I've never had one before. Everyone always gets rid of me eventually. I stayed up all night listening to his story. Kid had been failed by every adult in his life. No wonder he didn't understand boundaries or respect for other people's property. Next morning, instead of reporting him for drinking, I helped him clean up, made him coffee, sat him down for a real conversation about expectations. Here's the deal, I said. You want to belong somewhere? Start acting like you deserve it. Respect my stuff, I'll respect yours. Help with cleaning, I'll help with homework. Took 3 months, but Walsh slowly changed. Started asking before borrowing things, contributed to grocery money, kept his side of the room clean, even helped me study for promotion boards. The real breakthrough came when he got his first paycheck and immediately bought me a new dress uniform to replace the one he'd ruined. I know it doesn't make up for everything, he said, but it's a start. We ended up being roommates for 2 years. He made sergeant before I did, became one of the most reliable soldiers in our unit, even sent me a wedding invitation when he got married. The lesson? Everyone's fighting battles you know nothing about. What looks like character flaws might be survival mechanisms from a broken past. Walsh taught me empathy, how to look beyond someone's worst behavior and see the pain underneath, how offering understanding instead of judgment can literally change someone's life. 20 years later, I still think about him when I meet difficult people. Instead of writing them off, I ask myself what circumstances might have shaped them, what they might need instead of criticism. That roommate I wanted to escape became one of my best friends. He was my best man at my wedding, godfather to my oldest son.